We have a double bombing run coming in. We can see here the bombers are inbound. What are they hitting? Are you serious? Guys, they really want that Kettenkrad dead. It was like, no, the strongest unit in the game, the Kettenkrad must die.
Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today we're covering ourselves a 4v4 on Alam El Hafa. We got ourselves a number of key combatants here today, where they include, oh god, Vicjo, Did You Guys Freeze, Max, and Paz, versing Larry Luxus, Prinziger? Oh god, I'm gonna butcher the name. Is that an I? Prinz Igor, is that what it is? Alright. We have Shof Kaufer and Thrawn. 2 Doc, 2 Vermach versing 2 American and 2 British. So, we shall see how this fight goes. If you have a game that you want to submit to me, submit to my Gmail or my Discord. I'll gladly take a look at it. But let's get into this confrontation. And right now, let's see how some people weasel their way into this game. We don't have Weasel, but we do have a Kettenkrad going to try to take a lot of territory over this map. So, for essentially Kettenkrad, no main weapons, but very good at capping. And it's such a big map with lots of different avenues to go, you can maybe sneak behind the lines and decap some very critical territory, which could, you know, cut off stuff or make sure the enemy doesn't get certain resources. A la this point here, that would cut off everything in the north if you went for it. Alright, so let's see. How is everyone else? We have a scout spam. Did you guys freeze? No, but apparently you're pumping out a lot of scouts. He's going advanced infantry. So these scout units can deploy a sort of like radio that can call an artillery if he gets the upgrade for it. Now he could ignore it and go for the, in my opinion, better ammunition cache. We'll get to that probably later. But still, scout spam is not what I expected. Anything else out of the ordinary? I don't think so. Oh, we have ourselves armored company immediately picking assault engineers. So we got ourselves a potential for not only frontline engineers, but, yes, the RD beacon. Thank you, it's armored. Yeah, but, yeah, it essentially is just constantly calling down artillery in a sector, which can be very, very annoying. But here, we have guys that are good on front line at close range and can build a ton of barbed wire traps, among other things, to make the Germans' life hell. Now, luckily, it looks like Shof is making, well, yeah, the Americans' life hell. Not only building barbed wire, but also going with the Coastal Reserve, known for sending Italians that were meant for just, you know, coastal guard duty, not do anything to their death fighting elite American soldiers. I'm sure this will go well. Anyway, we got ourselves attempted pushes, but again, they need to be in good cover. Mortar support would help try to close the gap, but I don't think you want to close the gap against assault engineers. Probably not the best idea against Paz. Now, over here, we got ourselves a a half-track that could become mortar half-track or upped with an autocannon. Backing up Panzer Pioneers. Again, if you have light armor next to Doc Infantry, it does provide Doc Infantry with a bonus that could be critical to winning fights. Now, you're not going to win a fight against 3 Infantry section. I'm sorry, that's not happening. You need, like, Palm Grenadiers or something like that, for which you have none. Your infantry got thrown back and died. So, Prinz Igor is not in a good state. If anything, he may be in such a bad state that he potentially throws his ally off. His ally also being attacked, assault engineers, managed to hit the mortar. Doesn't do too much. They actually, because of his troops, they focused it and managed to drive it away. The problem is all this riflemen fighting the Coastal Reserve. It's like, okay, it's going to be a tough fight. Prinz Igor's retreat, unfortunately, also killed it. Apparently a lot of his men. But here's the big thing. The infantry section coming in along the side. And right now we have ourselves riflemen as well. Mortar has been knocked out. Infantry section can take it. The big thing about the German mortar is it has a flare, so it actually provides recon, which can be hugely substantial for attacking key positions. Now, why I bring all that stuff up is, well, now the entire right-hand side is under Allied control, and oh, look, that could be a decent helping of resources across the board. A lot of munitions, decent amount of fuel, all sorts of stuff, now helping the Allied cause. 61 munitions right now. That's not even counting this, so it will be up to 66. Yeah, it's that's a lot of resources right now going to the Axis. All right. Larry is going with Panzer Pipe. Okay, a lot of manpower. Palm Grenadiers now being deployed. Motorcycle team is being hit from the MG. Neutralized immediately. Axe is just having a real bad day so far, just keeping units alive. Cool, cool. Good to see. Grenadiers also on the back foot. Very close to certain death. And right now looks like the Scout Swarm. How is it doing? Actually, yeah, he upped them to the artillery scouts, so that's not good. So yeah, there's 4 of them. Now again, they're not the strongest, but in numbers, sure, it can definitely be pretty substantial. Now again, there's so many guys. I know, chat, you're like, oh, go builders. There's so many people here. It's hard to go like, oh, everyone's picking this and that and all that stuff. But I can kind of get the bigger stuff. In 1v1, yes, it's a lot easier. Now we have a truck here. What are you upgrading it to? Nothing yet. Max over here could get a medical and try to help out his front lines and heal. They're coming up against a mortar half-track, which again, kind of interesting you have that and nothing to potentially protect it against, I don't know, an AA half-track. We also have a 75, so did you guys freeze? Doing a pretty good job of getting out lots of light armor that can be beneficial to against infantry and armor and supporting anything the Axis can throw. Right now, things are not looking good. Coastal Reserve are here, but we already have a recon pass. So, unless I'm mistaken, that's from a American player who most likely went with a airborne approach. So, yep, there we go. We could see American airstrikes. Rare, actually not existed in 1v1, but pretty common in 3v3 and 4v4. Because damn, those airstrikes can be potent. I actually just put up a short on that, where I managed to kill so many Axis units and vehicles with allied air support. Speaking of support, look at this big old American blob. Now, blob, I consider 3 or more units in close proximity. You can have a smart blob, individually micro units, or a dumb blob, where it's just, you know, everyone moves in one go. Seems like everyone's moving in one go. Air support seems to be potentially coming on in. Yep. We have a quick strafe coming on in. Oh, no. Run, man! Don't go in! Oh, okay, got out. If that thing would have died, if that half-track would have died, it would have absolutely... Well, it could have killed those men. Now, armored cars are coming along the side. American's pretty weak. We could see a potential wiping situation, but Bazooka team will keep the half-tracks at bay. I like the idea, kind of moving in with the half-tracks. Unfortunately, maybe the assault grenadiers would have been better, because you can get up close and just do a drive-by with them. But, unfortunately, that would have... Maybe he's trying to go for this medical facility. Either way, the good news is the fact that he did support his team. Chat's right. Prince Igor came in, helped his team make sure that... oh no, green is Shoff. Made sure his ally wasn't overwhelmed, right? Because you can absolutely be in a situation where your teammate just never helps and is like, guys, I'm the most important person in this game. No, he actually came in. The problem now is the infantry section, I should say, upped with Bren's, which makes them even more terrifying, now hitting a vital point that'll cut off any territory they push along the far side. So, luckily these, these vehicles will do their best. Again, with the armored car using its autocannon, it's slowly whittling them down, but I'm assuming these guys have grenades, so if they get too close, it could go very bad. Alright, hold on. Can we get a wipe? So close, but no. Infantry section is going to sacrifice itself to drive them away and then run away, because it has higher amounts of health. Alright. Meanwhile, let's check on the far side. Let's see. It looks like the American infantry is pushing on up. We already have a lot of armored vehicles moving in. Lots of 75s. Again, you see a lot more 75s in 3v3 and 4v4. Though they can be pretty... They can still show up in 1v1 and 2v2. The reason is because they're cheap. They can be very effective. And especially with allied games, providing that extra bit of AT that's mobile. Not a lot of armor, but it can weak point or do other artillery support against key areas. Super effective. Very good at especially against like this MG. Already it, gone. Grenadiers also being already gone. Yeah, we can see here there's beacons as well, so we have artillery circles in place. Oh, he sacrificed the grenadier to grab that. That's unfortunate. Thrawn just losing his grenadier. He had to pick it up. He's like, I need this MG. Half track does go down. Please tell me the men inside don't die. Nope, only one model. You can lose a full squad. I've seen that happen. I've had that happen, so not great. Allied forces continue to put pressure. They have a medical truck here to heal the infantry section and all the artillery guys that are scattered about. And we can see here, yeah, the beacons are very prevalent. The problem right now is the fact that this lone badass is managing to take over all this territory. Look at all these mines. But yeah, there's so many mines here. And as well, they still have the territory. The allies are winning tactically, but the Axis are just reaping the rewards still. If they would lose all this, their Axis would be in a real bad state. They would not have the resources to continue the fight, in my opinion. 8 Rads coming on up. Again, Pleb Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers, Neberwerfers. So they have some good equipment to back up, but the problem is those 75s, if they get clear shots in the 8 Rad, it is done. So they have to be very cautious. We have a counterattack with another 8 Rad on the far side. So again, Prince Igor doing his best. I also love the tractor coming on out to help detect enemy forces coming on in. Maybe some artillery or smoke to try to, you know, neutralize what you can. American forces do have bazooka, so the 8 Rad has to be a little cautious. And remember, that bazooka team can be upped even further. Luckily, easy kill in the scout unit. Luckily, a little bit of justice for the Axis after so many bad retreats for them. But we'll see how this attack goes. Stu caught off guard. Oh, hits a mine as well. This is a dead Stu. Always have infantry support with your vehicles. Don't know what he was doing, but he's going to pay the price. Now, luckily, dropped smoke, so they have to fire through. So that might give him a small window to escape. 75s pull back. I'm actually not entirely sure why. Maybe they're waiting for infantry support. I don't know. But Stu lives by the skin of its teeth. I am shocked a bit. I am truly shocked. Where was that? Okay, sorry. One of the cats just like brushed up against me and just kept going. Like, okay. Hold on. We got ourselves a Flame Panzer III. Alright, don't dive in like a crazy person, but it can be extremely effective if used correctly. Let's see. We got ourselves Mechanized Battle Group, Italian Coastal, we already know that, Armored Supports, and Italian Infantry. Okay. But no Gustatori L6s. My heart. But at this point, they're less combat effective. Alright, Vic went with Australians, which is weird. We haven't seen any Australians. If anything, going with a Matilda. So Allies already getting the thick boys out. Again, very solid taking hits. And this Matilda, honestly, very good at killing infantry. Very, very powerful. Neberwerfer in the back lines could also maybe hit the A half track, cause some damage, but apparently they really want to burn that rock, so all firepower is going against that rock. Sure. Axis forces trying to push up. Again, these guys, they're not the best. Maybe in cover they can kind of hold and pick off forces, but right now it looks like the Axis are 100% on the move, and putting the Allies on the back foot. What is Red doing? Again, Red, unfortunately, because he went with all this squishy infantry, just doesn't have enough to hold. Artillery, though, is coming in clutch right now. Panzer Grenadiers and Pleb Grenadiers are currently taking heavy losses. Men are flying into the air. That's how bad it is for them. Yeah. Red's KD, Red doesn't have the biggest KD, but they do have a decent amount of vehicle kills. That's the thing. And right now, let's see. Oh, already hit. Oh, please. Come on. I was hoping it would line up and it would neutralize it, but alas, no. Hold on, we have a chase! Those Askrens are currently gunning down British forces as they retreat. How do you enjoy a bad retreat path? Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do all that much, then kill a few models. They're not going to be able to kill them, I don't believe. Is he going to try to, though? Is that what the plan is? Hold on. Unfortunately, they're kind of shooting everywhere. They're not really shooting at the guy right next to him. He's trying. He is actively trying to kill that officer. Hold on. There it goes! Officer with the bread neutralized. That's a pretty damn good kill. Let's see if he can escape. That is the question. 75 say no. Half track will probably not survive. Oh, wait, missed? Oh, never mind. Askrens will survive. Meanwhile, Matilda's pushing against. Bunker shall be defeated pretty quickly. Tractor needs to get the hell out of there before it just dies. There's machine gun bunker, but there's no AT. Oh, no, pack gun's moving up right now. So they should be okay. So the American infantry and the British should have a rough time breaking this. I think they'll be fine. Askrens are managing to just rush through mid, take a few hits. MG and AT gun backing up. What is... Oh, Red is just getting all of the air support abilities and everything. Wait a second. Red with air support and this guy with air support. The Axis of AA, that could be very vital to shoot down those planes. And yes, you can shoot down the air support planes. Scout Blob is moving on over. They have he is waiting. He wants to start using that Air Force. Did you guys freeze? Is prepping that attack. Level Warfers, though, come on in. Come in clutch, actually knock out the artillery there. Did I cover all these? So we have the... Oh, Indian artillery. And Paz went the armored. Oh, yes, we do have a recovery vehicle. Good. He's not... He could potentially get some more units up. Excellent. Also, I'm realizing all the MG positions that Paz is making. Really trying to make sure this area is locked down. Hey, good for him. Again, good idea. Just try to lock things down in terms of making sure you don't get guarded. Yeah, Chad, I see the 800. It is a bit ridiculous, but I'm assuming he's saving up for something. I hope he's saving up for something. Meanwhile, it looks like actually the British, aka Vic Joe, is moving on in. Oh, nice shot with an AT gun from Larry Luxus. Recon pass overhead. We have a double bombing run coming in. We can see here the bombers are inbound. What are they hitting? Are you serious? Guys, they really want that Kettenkrad dead. It was like, no, the strongest unit in the game, the Kettenkrad must die. God damn, the Panzer Grenadiers also died, so I guess that's a plus. But still, that's a lot of damage. Matilda and infantry section busting through the lines. Again, Larry Luxus and Thrawn having a real rough time. Again, right now they're concentrated here. More air support potentially? Or is this artillery? Oh, it's Indian artillery. They're being mortared. Infantry section are still coming in. Axis are last standing over here with heavy artillery support coming over. And it's smacking their lines. Yeah, things are not looking good. And that's the 75s, by the way. And also that heavy mortar just blasting this area. It is... Oh, Nebulorfer gets a great hit. Knocks out an infantry squad. Okay. So Vic Joe losing a majority of his infantry section from the Nebulorfer and other forces. The overextension just absolutely eviscerated him. The Axis are losing quite a bit, but so too are the Allies in that fight. Unfortunately, both sides took a hit there. Nice kill, okay. Is that another Matilda? No, it's an Archer. Oh, that's bad. Okay, if the Axis were hoping, guys, I'm gonna have my Tiger tanks. No, Archers are Tiger killers. They are monsters. Be very careful. Looks like this guy got hit with a mine or something. Easy 8 comes on in with a bazooka team. Gonna knock it out. Unfortunately, you just can't get through Paz's defenses. He's gonna burn a little bit more. But maybe the Coastal Reserve backed up by AT and other things can at least keep that Easy 8 back. Because that would be incredibly frightening. Yeah, right now Axis are getting 15 munitions, 21 fuel. 61 munitions for the Allies, 21 fuel. And that is not really with any caches. This man, wait, didn't one guy go? Yeah, Australians. So they have strength and economy. You can easily put down a bunch of cheap caches around. You have to make them with your engineers other than air and sea, which you can just, pick and choose. But still, the Allies have a potential to scale that is very much bad for the Axis. Hold on, major thrust coming in. It looks like Freeze is moving on in. I'm just going to go on Freeze for now on to make it simple. 75's coming on in. Stug Army by Thrawn. Interesting choice. Nothing bad about it. It's a lot of armor for AT, but still interesting. Again, more armor than the Martyrs, which are now being forced on by here. Air support's coming on in, and some of them are the heavier variety. Strafe comes on in. Does a little bit of damage. Airburst shell comes on in. Bombers completely kind of whiff it. 75's knock out the half track. So it looks like they're calling in everything over here. More recons approaching. They're trying to just use the air support to bomb the Axis into submission. Now the artillery from the 75's are coming on in to break up that AT bunker. And he's huddling around this bunker. I'm assuming he's going to make it a medical bunker. We have some support down here, but the infantry section are back in full force. Vic Joe just burning excess manpower to come in. Yeah, he just rebuilt his entire army. Hopefully he doesn't lose it. Here's the thing, Archer, not a lot of armor. Matilda, tons of armor. So, we'll see. Matilda, though, has a lot of armor, but can't take that many hits. Is he going to fire through the smoke? No. We're not going to see a smoking action. Hold on, we are seeing a diving action. Stoogs do push in 75% reposition. They're trying to kill the artillery. 75s, though, are still hitting them, and unfortunately, may not be worth it. I don't think 2 Stoogs are worth losing it to kill 1 arty. And the Americans are like, we'll build this on top of them. Out of respect. Now, I've been kind of talking about engagements. I've not been really talking about victory points. Axis are in a bit of a hole. They're 400 points in the hole, and they need to start either bringing the enemy down with them or stop digging, because, yeah, it's getting bad. At this rate, the Axis will lose this sooner than later. They do have some bonuses, some stuff like from their battle groups that they're getting, like I'm seeing here zeroing. But still, they need to do some really good stuff. Zeroing, honestly, would have probably been better in this sector to try to break up a lot of this stuff, rather than sacrificing Stoogs. Just putting it out there. Alright. Now again, as long as the enemy remains active or visible, that's great, but we'll see. Alright. Artillery's just hitting the whole area. There goes the artillery. Boom, bada bing, once killed. Seconds killed. See what I mean? Would have been better if they didn't sacrifice the Stoogs for it, but alas. Everyone makes mistakes. I make plenty. So let's see right now. A small confrontation over here. Palm Grenadiers pushing away the infantry section. Again, allies still have a ton of munitions. Recon's flying overhead. They're getting more fuel with some caches going down. Good that the allies are doing that. Axis do also have caches, so good for them. Actually, this is a retreat point. Good. Good on, Larry for making that. Because again, that allows for a quicker path back to the front rather than going all the way back to base. And yes, you can do that on fuel and munition caches. Alright, problem is a Rent-a-Blob showing up. Thanks to advanced infantry, the Rent-a-Blob is back. MG. Oh, he made an MG bunker. Okay. Well, it's helping to suppress the blob. Flamethrower unit coming on in to help burn what's remaining of it. Remember, they do have bazookas, so armor is affected by this Rent-a-Blob. Easy-8's coming around the north side. Pack guns letting him have it. May have accidentally killed his own bunker, but we're not going to talk about that. Air support bombs the MG into submission. There that goes. Little allied air support. Strafe coming in the other side. Oh, artillery now hitting this sector. Axe is taking heavy casualties. Again, they do have this nice forward position back here, so at least they don't have to go too far to get heals and to recover. But still, at least they're trying to throw the this American player off. The problem right now is even with all this fighting, they are still putting themselves in a position where they could be forced against the wall, right? You are pressed against the wall, and you really don't have that much room. You don't have many places to go. And honestly, I don't think with this double team going on, you guys are going to be able to take that victory point. We shall see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the constant throwing men at the wall against this front is not helping. Now, the good news is it looks like their allies, that being Thrawn and also Larry, may be able to take mid. All assault grenadiers are clearing up the MG. Not much here in terms of an allied presence to stop them. I want to say freeze. Yeah. He has a... What?
A victory point is under attack.
I'm trying to see what he's doing. Massive Stoog force coming over along the side. Maybe to flank the Matilda and the Archer.
Victory point now.
Which again, weird. Oh, there we go. Good shot with the Archer. But again, you need proper support. Otherwise, the AT guns will annihilate this thing. Pack guns turning. They smell blood. Oh, wait. Is the bunker blocking it? Oh, that's unintentional. Another martyr goes down. Flame units will push back the infantry section. Stoogs actually go more mid than anything else. They do kill, I think, the AA half track, though the 75s are pushing up. Again, with so much... Where's your fuel
Just
going,
took out one of our emplacements.
did you guys freeze? Where is it going? Because I'm just realizing you're not... I mean, maybe the allies in general are getting the most amount of fuel, but it feels like... It's just, oh, it was the artillery. The constant artillery building, that's where it went. Those artillery guns do require a lot of resources. So, hold on. Air support coming on in. It's going to be just a light strafe. It's not going to do all that much. Oh my god! Alright, apparently the allies are going kamikaze on these Stoogs. I was not expecting that, but okay. Let's see. Grant, do we have a lot of grants? No, we don't have a lot. Max doesn't have a lot of forces in general. Kind of a waste in my opinion. I mean, like, I'm just not a large army, I should say. Hold on. Axis did the impossible, proved me wrong, and took the point. Good on them. They have 10 points remaining, and they need to hold that point at all costs. They cannot let the allies take it back. Rifleman, not up with double bars, even with all the munitions. Hold on. Has so many munitions, but has not given his infantry the maximum upgrades. Flame tanks are pushing on up. They are burning away Axis forces. Oh, here come the bombers! Oh! Great airstrike knocks out the flame tank. AT guns are backing up. We have some AT grenades as well hitting this. AT guns still trying to hit that Easy 8. More infantry is dying thanks to artillery. Oh my god, Coastal Reserves taking horrendous casualties. Same thing with other Axis forces. Easy 8 still coming on up. It's do or die right now for the Axis as they need that point. Bazooka team coming on in. Again, if it stops moving, it can fire farther. Stop moving, and you increase your range, as you can see right there. But alas, he got so close, the fire teams could light him up. Here comes the Rentablob. If they would stay on the point, they could actually grab the territory, but they're going to push over it. Bazooka team ignoring the point. And this is hubris. Absolute hubris on the Allied side. Allies could win this game or potentially put the Axis in a bit of a situation where, again, they have that and they have to keep competing for others. But they do not. They are not grabbing it, and that's actually making themselves lose points. Now, Bazooka team, the Rentablob is doing what it can to hit that bunker, slowly weaken it. It'll be stopped by the Whirlwind. In mid, Panzer Grenadiers trying to hold back the infantry section and MG. Looks like with the smoke and flanking, they should be fine. Allied forces doing a lot better here. We have ourselves another... Oh, command tank. Okay. We got ourselves a command tank moving on up. So, again, it's a fierce fight. But Axis, doing the impossible, managed to take this territory back. Now, Red, it looks like, lost the majority. Yeah, he's lost a good chunk of his army. And it seems like what ended up happening was the Allies got a little too cocky. They didn't have a ton of armor. They didn't have a ton of ways to stop the Axis from moving up. Like against with the Stoogs or other things. Not the one against... Concentrate here, they're doing fine. But the Stoogs just walking up and hitting your AA gun. Or AA half-track. Not great. And yeah, slowly but surely the Axis have preserved their units where the Allies have not, and have managed to hold their own. Again, I'm also curious why you got this. Also, a lot of bishops right here. Cool, but you're grouped up. If enemy artillery hits back, you guys are in for a world of hurt. But yeah, some things like, if you get that ammunition box, increases the rate of fire and the reload for the artillery by 33%. That's massive. So I don't know why wouldn't focus on that stuff. Alright, we have some artillery coming on in. Hopefully scouts can hold this. Again, kind of keep them separated so they don't get all blasted by the same artillery. Or just go over here and grab a unit. Or grab a unit and take the territory. I can see this with hindsight, but it is something to keep in mind is if you abandon a front, the Axis, if you notice, or the Allies, if you notice another faction has majority of their forces here, that means they probably don't have any forces back up where you abandoned. So, all right, archers, not bad. That's a really solid idea, except for the fact they're hitting a flak 36. Yeah, don't get in range of a flak 36 with archers. You will not survive, and certainly that archer did not. Grants are being masked up. cool, but you need something to neutralize that flak and that AT. Oh! Alright, well that does it. Air support comes on in. AT guns managed to dodge it. Well, almost. Allied forces are still fighting tooth and nail over this point. They have a 4-3 point, so they can keep coming back pretty quick. Flame tanks just slowly getting more and more kills. At 16, by the way. Meanwhile, allies managing to take this position. If allies get that either flank, it's GG for the Axis. Black has been neutralized by the constant artillery. Stug's still on standby. They're trying to kill it. Thrawn's like, I can't let it fall into allied hands. And you have here, was it Larry? Yeah, Larry's like, dude, that's mine. What are you doing? Alright, infantry section again. Up with Brent. Serious firepower right there. Panzer Grenadiers have a rough time as long as they dodge the grenade. Yeah, chat, I agree. There's nothing, but that's what happens. You get so focused on mid, you get so focused on the fight in mid that you forget to check your flanks. I have a video of Johnny letting me know, like, guys, I can't, the left-hand side's impenetrable. I send a couple Karos, and it's like, oh, there's nothing here. Let me take the territory. But yeah, mass-producing grants, I can definitely see it being a positive. 75's coming on up with a half-track. They may be doing a small... They are doing a push-up here. Freeze actually being competent, coming in along the flank. Meanwhile, it looks like on the far side, slowly but surely, what is his name? Paz is losing his side. The constant... Even with air support, it looks like all planes are crashing onto his forward retreat, which isn't great. But it looks like his constant attacks over here, without that British support, are slowly failing, and he's losing this area more and more. Now, he does have easy 8s. There's something to worry about. But Panther, as well, now on the field, that's a good solid AT unit. So if these guys go a hard swing, Panther could stop them, among other stuff. Looks like we have air support coming on in. We know one went armored support for the dock, so they can call in that Stuka strafe, and they are doing that exact thing, strafing the Easy 8s. Easy 8s going in by themselves against an entrenched dock line. Not the smartest play. I don't know why the Panzer III is engaging him, but sure. Panzer III with a flamethrower, not exactly an AT unit, but hey. Every little bit helps, I guess. The blessed flame tank, sure. Nebelwerfers are currently being very blessed as they drop hot fire on the allied lines. We have like 45 kills with them. Infantry section throw grenades. Bombers hit here, miss target on the Panther. Oh no. Flak has been taken. If the allies can take that flak, that would be massive. But no, Panther puts it down. Matilda coming on up. Grenades will probably kill the Stug. There it goes. No. Oh, but good arty shot. Almost kills the infantry section. Can the Panzer Grenadiers get the kill? No. Stug is trying desperately, but no. Where are those archers? Oh, wow. There's, oh, okay. Well, I found a dead one. So I figure I got my answer. Panther coming in to kill the Grant. Looks like, unfortunately, Max having a real rough time. Got a Bishop, but everything here is just dying to artillery. Good job with zeroing, just blasting through the Allied hard points. The Allies do have their own airstrikes, but unfortunately, it's more concentrated and not as, like, destructive on such a massive scale. Panther did bite it, though. There are so many dead vehicles I'm seeing here. Just insane. Hey, the guy that went with armored. Hey, Paz. Maybe get that recovery vehicle out and start salvaging all these wrecks. Just think about how many supplies you would get by salvaging all this. Yeah, chat, you're not wrong. These things are solid AT. They counteract archers, bishops, anything that's like medium armor, they will do damage. Like, they are very good at killing infantry. Far side, Rentablob tried to grab the territory. Did not work out. Again, Axis cannot lose any territory points. It cannot give the allies 2. Otherwise, it's GG. Scout units almost pick off the Askarens. They might be able to take this position. Medical truck pulls back. Middle, though, would have to be taken. And looks like the dock is coming on in. That being Prince Igor. Coming in with the flame tanks, martyrs, command tank, even an armored car. They have a ton of armored units to support this push. Nebelwerfers continuing at the back line, neutralizing the advanced infantry's artillery that they can place. Good shot with the archer, knocks out at least one armored vehicle. Every little bit helps. Matilda trying to clear up the infantry.
They've taken our victory point.
Martyr firing, but bouncing off. I don't know if you... Wait, hold on. Let me double check the shot. Does it have the special, like, shiny shot? Let's see. Can't see it. Don't know. I don't think it does it?
A victory point
Hold on.
has fallen into
Let's do a
enemy
quick
control.
check.
The battle shifts in our favor.
Where's it? There we go. He does not have tungsten core, so that means that Martyr's gonna have a little bit of a rougher time petting that stuff. Also, it's about to be... nice shot with the archer. Infantry section could have hit it. Alright, archer moving up along with the Matilda. Let's see.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Oh, Flame's getting some nice shots in. We have some air supports. Strafing the Matilda. Still charging. Bad idea. When you have enemy air support hitting your position, don't. Nebelwerfer coming on in, actually hitting the archer. Here comes the flame tank. Oh, direct shot with the Nebelwerfer. So close to death. Flame tank trying to Flame tank actually successfully kills an archer. God damn, you think you see it all. I guess it is just enough damage that it would hurt it. It's just enough. Foot guards moving on up. There's just so many dead vehicles. At this point, it's like, what do you do? What I find funny is the fact that now we're in a situation where, oh god, I'm so sad I can't pronounce this man's name. Was it Schofkaffer? Schofkaffer? I'm so sorry. Green with his Italian coastals, even though they're under heavy fire. Also, nice job with the whirlwind, just trying to shoot down all those planes. Has successfully managed to hold off a guy that should be able to blast him off, but has just been unable to. Love to see it. And again, he could get more firepower if he wants to, but he's not getting that recovery vehicle. It would help so much. But yeah, good job. And also, I do like how Prince Igor is going back and forth. Freeze is trying to help out in mid, but here comes the Nebelwerfers again to keep them away. Yeah, I just needed 5 damage, and it was enough. But Matilda, damn it. Panther moving on in to scare off those half tracks. Yeah, good idea. Let's throw 1 AT grenade on the Panther. I'm sure that's about to kill it. Meanwhile, the man burns to death. Okay, at least the American forces are gonna carry that man back to base. Cool. Awesome. Tiger tank is now on the field. Larry is done. He's like, I'm bringing out the big guns. And yeah, this is gonna sound weird, okay? But hear me out. As long as the Tiger just edges the allied infantry. By the way, thank you, Valerian Board, for the raid. As long as he can edge it out, right? Use the maximum range and just keep hitting the infantry. That's the perfect spot for the Tiger to just blast through the infantry and keep those archers from necessarily ripping it apart. Again, just to be cautious about the archers, and this Tiger can still do a lot of damage. As it's doing right now, Scout loses 75% of its health in 1 shot. Tiger is being hit by the artillery, and the artillery does do like a shell shock ability, which is annoying, but still. Massive amount of air support coming in against the Axis, but the Axis are pushing. Let's see. A lot of strafes coming in this sector. Bombers might have been hard to see with that plane crash, but does manage to kill the AT gun and also the bunker. 5 points remain for the Axis, but they still are fighting. 3 points taken over. Archer and Matilda coming back up. Again, good job on the Allies, the Axis, for focusing on where you need to and really trying to make sure that you guys work together, especially with so little victory points. If it wasn't for the teamwork that I'm seeing, and there's a difference between, like, these guys focusing with Panther, stuff like that against Matilda and Archer, and then just throwing bodies. Like, these are all grouped up. You need to separate them a bit, so these, like, you're not just blasted by artillery. 75s are just not engaging. Like, there's a lot of stuff that could be moved up to assist that isn't. Like, that 75 could activate weak point on the Tiger, make sure it's not using its main weapon. Slower. Archer could have an easier time hitting it. You know, no main weapon allows them to, the Tiger, to not hit the infantry, which is advancing, which may allow them to push up. Air support could be bombing this stuff right now and forcing it back. Not, didn't happen, and the Axis get a clear-cut victory over the Allies, managing to keep them away. Solid game. Excellent job. Let's double check the after action report. By the way, thank you, Thrawn, for submitting this replay. Very kind of you, good sir. Double checking. The man I cannot pronounce. Shofkafer? Oh god, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the water break. But yeah, taking horrendous losses. But hey, he managed to take his side. Top kills goes to Prince Igor. Good job. Top damage goes to Shofkafer. God, I'm so sorry I'm butchering your name. I truly apologize. I'm so sorry. Alright. Peace. Paz managed to get top damage and top kills, so he was doing the best he could. Charging in easy 8s by themselves, not the greatest idea. My assumption would be, get that recovery vehicle, go salvage Rex elsewhere, build up easy 8s, use white phosphorus on armor, use the infantry to, with bazookas, try to blast around, like, use the air support, especially with recon, to break up those bunkers and keep it up. But yeah, a lot of vehicles destroyed, especially for Paz and Prince Igor. Both sides took heavy casualties. But I will say the Axis did a good job at surviving those initial rounds of pretty much, they were on death's door for like the first quarter of this match, I'd say, the first part. But managed to turn things around and get in some good hits, and the Allies just didn't know what to do. Air support did get some good hits, as I showcased, but alas, it wasn't decisive hits that managed to turn the tide. Where the Axis, the artillery did very well, the Nebelwerfers performed very well, and yeah, let's just double check the kills. Panzer Grenadier, or the Palm Grenadier, very good. Let's see right now. 75s, got a couple vehicle kills. Not incredible, though. Artillery Observers, you know what? They got 32 kills. Although, and, you know, there wasn't as many squads produced as I thought. Let's see. Actually, that was, hold on. Yeah, that was Freeze. Okay, so let's see. 52 kills for the Nebelwerfer. Pretty damn good stuff. Stu G, again, you did lose a lot of them. Got a handful of kills. That was a little bit more iffy, but I thought your Panthers did pretty well holding the line. The Grants did okay. Could have been way better. Let's see. Nothing really to showcase there. You know what? This is one of the better Flame Panzer 3s. A lot of times you see them just die, and sure, they died and got airstrike to death, but hey, you actually got 47 kills with them. I'll give you credit. That's pretty damn good. Alright, let's see. Infantry section did okay. Let's see. Coastal Reserve, again, a lot of losses, but hey, they held their line. And Easy 8's got decent kills. Rifleman, not bad. Alright, they did get a vehicle kill, Prince Igor. You're absolutely right. Alright, it's a solid game. Thank you again, Thrawn, for submitting this. If you have replays, remember to submit to my Discord at Gmail, and I'll check it out. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.